the main screen is your data inputs page. And we provide some examples here of, ERP data, your historical shipments, inventory levels, lead times, etc. These are all signals to the demand plan about how your system works. And so there's some really solid examples here, and you'll see that you have the ability to upload that data. We also, via Excel files or CSV files, we also have REST APIs, SQL connectors, webhooks, lots of different ways to connect your data dynamically as well. And just to give you a sense of what that spreadsheet looks like. So in this case, it's all in one spreadsheet. It could be in multiple spreadsheets, et cetera. You see your ERP, your CRM data, marketing, promotions, what's going on in the economy and growth, your competition, et cetera. So all that information comes in here, and this provides your context. Then you begin doing the demand planning for your different products. And you can see here, you got a list of products and items within those products. Demand is usually done on a product level, but the way this user interface works, as you can see, you can do filtering by locations, groups, and phases, and we can add additional filters if you want, or you can search for particular records. And ultimately, you build a demand plan. One of the cool things is you see here with this these charts that these have had demand plans build. If you click on any of those, you can right within this interface see what the demand plan was without having to actually go into the record. Now, if you go into the record, you'll see that the information about the product is entered in here into the form. Your product information, your inventory parameters, safety stock, etc. All the information that you want to enter. You can also enter your monthly max capacity for production or supplier currently. And then you select the mathematical model you want to use to generate your projection. You can see you can select from a number of the different best practice algorithms, and then it generates your plan. Now, you can see the dates here were based on the overall dates that were set in the demand input overall parameters. And so you can see you've got a low, an active, kind of average, and a high scenario here with the historical. And then what you can do here is you can come in on any of the months and you can modify the information right here, and it will reflect in the chart. 500, just so it pops up there, and you see that it popped up quite dramatically. I don't know what this was. I think it was 208. And you also have the ability to say, I'd like to use the high overall forecast, and you see that it comes and shows you the high overall forecast. Or I'd like to increase that by a percentage, and you can see these numbers are increasing. You can go to the standard, medium, or low, and then increase or decrease. You can also, as we talked about, increase on a specific month because you've got a particular promotion running, et cetera. This also then calculates your standard metrics for demand planning. And then you can also, this is really cool, you can ask a question about this data. I won't do it, but why is MAPE so low, et cetera. And you click and ask this question, and it will generate a report for you right here about that. It takes about 2 minutes, so I won't do it right now, but it'll generate a beautiful report. What that report looks like, if I go here, is it'll generate something like this. It gives you information about, this is an AI insights capability. But what that does is it gives you insights across the board on all of the information, but you can also do it on a per record basis. And it will give you information about your demand plan here. So it gives you your whole demand plan, and you can add your notes, et cetera. And then what happens is you can work on a collaborative basis where the different team members, we can build workflows at that point that move this to different team members and who's responsible. You can have this in a Kanban view where the different demand plans are in a Kanban, so you can see where they are, if they've been approved, et cetera. So you build the workflow in as well. Now, after all of these records are built out for your product plan, you'll see that it generates a consensus plan. Now, this shows the capacity, which is, I only entered in a few of those, so the capacity is actually showing lower than it actually is. But you can see some key KPIs, your overall capacity, your demand plan by product, and these are all hidables or viewable. So if you have a whole lot of products, you can just look at the specific ones. You can also get averages, whatever visualizations you want. And then you can make adjustments here to the overall plan. So you can see there was a 40 added here. You can add any amount of adjustment, and you can put a note here about why you made that adjustment. And so the consensus plan can be modified here at the end, and these can be hidden. And you can see the overall consensus plan and the numbers, et cetera. You can see it's starting over here in March. So that's how you generate your consensus plan. Now, one of the other things that's important is the scenario sandbox and what if planning. So what you can do here is you can select different, you can create different snapshots, if you will, but you can say, okay, I think the market's going to be, it just expanded that. You can see the market's going to be growing faster or slower. We're going to have promotional lift, et cetera. And you'll see those numbers are modifying up here. And you can save those snapshots so that you can work and collaborate vis-a-vis the different snapshots and what if scenarios and modifications, by hand, et cetera. So all of this allows you to create lots of different scenarios and save them. And then once they're saved, you can select them here. You also get a full dashboard that allows you, whatever data and information you want to track around your demand plan. And as I mentioned, the AI Insights capability, this is really cool. You can ask any question you want of the entire data process, and it will go and generate a report like this. In this case, please analyze the records, show me any key concerns, et cetera, is what it's asking here. And you can see the demand plan that gets created, the analysis that gets created, the inventory totals, products with inventory shortfall, et cetera. And you can ask it, what would be your advice on the best way to address these things, et cetera. It's all built into the Q&A that you can ask. You also lastly have the ability to, as you're doing this, set up any actions and tasks for the different team members that you can set up, and all your team members can be selected and added to the overall plan. So ultimately, you get the process all the way from data input here through the individual product planning, through the building consensus plan and what if scenarios, to a full dashboard, and then AI insights and Kanban workflows, et cetera. So you have a complete solution, all AI powered and AI driven, to give you the most accurate demand planning you can possibly get.